Today I want to discuss using the solarman application and dongle that we use with our inverter. There's two versions of the solarman dongle that we offer. One is a Wi-Fi dongle, one is a GSM dongle. They look very similar. You see the GSM one is slightly larger. The GSM one by far is easier to use. It includes a 2-year SIM card, so you have nothing to do, just simply plug and play. Before you can even start to use the solarman, you must download the app, and you can download that off the Apple or the Play Store, wherever you download your apps. So this is the solarman app. There's two versions of the solarman app, and you want the basic app. There is a professional app which is for installers, but you're looking to actually download the basic app which the user can use, and it's basically giving you or the user the information that they require. And it will also allow us, if you being SunSync, if you need to upgrade the inverter or check any of the settings remotely, we can do. We will be offering an upgrade service very soon. Setting up the dongle, what we call a dongle or data logger, is very simple. First of all, if we're going to be setting up a GSM data logger, just simply you take it out of the packaging, the box, you plug it into the unit, and it's as simple as that. It will operate, it will self-configure, there's nothing to do. I will show you very briefly for the Wi-Fi one. So I'll take out the GSM one and I'll plug in the Wi-Fi one. The Wi-Fi one is a little bit more difficult to use. It's not so difficult, but it is a little bit more friendly to use. So I plug it in. One of the things is we have to then connect it to the Wi-Fi, and that's the only difference with the GSM one. We'll do it automatically. To connect to the Wi-Fi, there is a button. You hold the button down for about 10 seconds and the unit will start flashing. I open up the app, which is the solarman app, and then I have to set the plant details. So I set the plant name and the phone number, and it just allows you then to create a plant. Once I create a plant, and I will call it test plant, and I have to add a device. So basically I'm using it called test, and in fact if I add a device onto the solarman thing, and in fact you see here, this is what it looked like. So the easiest way on it, you'll see inverter, logger plus device connect. The easiest way is just go straight on to connect, and then there's a button that says scan. I scan the code that's on there. Please make sure that I press the button so it starts to allow it. I will scan it, and then it will connect to the thing. It will connect and it will come up. Make sure your phone is connected to the Wi-Fi. One tip: it won't work with 5G. It will only work with the older Wi-Fi router. So if you've got a very ultra modern 5G router, you would need to use an additional router, a slower router to work with. Make sure your phone is on the router, and then that will then connect it. You then connect to the unit. You put your password. It asks you to put your password for the router into the phone. You put your router password into it, and in my case it's very simple: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0, and then it will come up with a page like that. What it's actually trying to do is trying to upload the router password into the data logger. Now, what it actually wants you to do is to use your Wi-Fi and now connect directly to the data logger. So if I close that down and if I open the phone again, so you'll see on my Wi-Fi settings, you'll see the actual data logger, and in fact it's AP, it's done as an app. You'll see there AP. So I will then click onto the data logger and I will enter the password. So on the data logger, it's got a password written on it. It's very small. If it's like me, I take a photograph of it. I'll write it down in big letters so I can see it, because I can't really see it very well. I then connect to I then go back onto the app. Once I've done that, I go back onto the app, and then I upload the information, upload the password. So you'll see, and then you'll get this screen coming, and this screen now is allowing the phone to connect the Wi-Fi off your router. One of the common things is if the unit is too far away from a router, it might work, and it does take a while. It takes 2 or 3 minutes to connect. Once it's connected, please disconnect your Wi-Fi from the data logger itself and go onto the Wi-Fi network, same network you're using, and then hey presto, it all works. The rest of the solarman app, there's loads and loads you can follow, but if you have a look, please look at the manuals and I'll go through. But that's the most crucial thing. As far as using the GSM, you just simply scan it and it goes on. One thing to be aware, once you've connected to the cancel back up. Once you've connected to the unit and it's gone to the Wi-Fi or to the GSM, you then have to select on the unit that you're going to use that. So you have to add it in. So one, you connect it to the network with the GSM when you don't need to, and the second thing is you then have to add it on, and then you scan your inverter. It's all very clear in the manual, so just go through, otherwise I'll keep talking forever on this. So if you're any difficulty, please come back to me, but it is quite simple to do. Sometimes it is a little bit fiddly. If you're unsure and you want ease, use the GSM one. It's much easier. You don't have to do anything, and especially if the router's a long way away from the Wi-Fi router's a long way away from the data logger, and if the GSM tend to work and they just plug it in, they're so trouble free. Other than that, go with the Wi-Fi one. If you've got a very strong Wi-Fi and you prefer to use Wi-Fi, fine, not a problem. But the most important thing is you download your app is the first thing. The second thing is then you scan the data logger. You have to add it in to into it. So you connect it, add it in, then you then add in your password for your Wi-Fi where you're connected to, and then you go to the data logger itself, and then you connect on your Wi-Fi direct to the data logger, and you upload the password to it. Then there's a process which takes a couple of minutes while it does it. Then you disconnect off that one and go into your regular Wi-Fi, and now the Wi-Fi unit is connected to the network, and then you have to add it into the app, and so then you can see it, and hey presto, it works. And the same way you have to add in the same if you're using a GSM. So I hope that's clear. Certainly download these documents. I think that the simple one that we put together here is a very simple one-pager, how to connect and how to use it. But by all means, read the full documentation. Everything is there. I don't want to do it, otherwise I'll keep talking forever. And it's all self-explanatory. It's not an issue. So thank you for watching.